Lime green bringing it today.
I'll tell you right now.
Yes, I'll have what she's having and a shot of it.
We both want what she's having. All right. Today is Thursday, March 24th, 2016. And back today, filling in for Kelly, is the one and only Erin Andrews, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. So you had an overnight here. How was your night? What'd you do?
It was fun. I had ladies' night.
Well,
very, very scandalous. It wasn't. We went to my first time ever going there, the Polo Club at the Ralph Lauren store.
Yeah,
Have you been?
Yes, I've been several times. I love that place.
What do you love about it?
The food.
Really?
Yes, I like to eat.
Okay.
And so the food is good. It's also a great people watching place. So did you bump into anybody, see anybody yesterday?
We did. Well, first of all, the food's great, but I will be honest, the bar is something special. I mean, it just makes you feel like this is New York. It's like a very, what would you say
tight.
the finish? It's tight. It is. What would you say the finish is? It's like a brass kind of.
Yeah, it feels very Ralph Lauren-esque.
It does. It's brass. There's velvet curtains. The waitresses are dressed like their equestrian look. It's very Samantha Phipps, if you will.
Yes.
You feel like you're at the Derby. They've got their like pants, well, no hats, of course. And yeah, we had a couple of drinks.
But
and we
they
went
don't
downstairs.
let you into the bar if you don't have a reservation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You just can't walk in and go to the bar. And then we did an article here not long ago where we had to think that people were stealing. People were stealing these salt and pepper shakers.
From the Polo Club?
The Polo Club is one of the
What
things.
does it look? What are they like? What's
They're
so
just,
great?
they're nice.
Oh, really?
Nice. I mean, I literally said that like I stole some, but I didn't. Like I really didn't. But they were really nice, and
I'm
they're
gonna
like,
steal some now.
Yeah, they're like, what do you call it? They're nice. I guess is the best way to put it. But you can go to the store and buy them. But I guess people figure, well, why do that when I can just take them out of the restaurant?
I just wanted to steal the potato chips. They had a truffle situation on them, and I was like, wait, there's dinner. So we did go down for dinner, and on ladies' night, we the three of us ordered cheeseburgers. Which, why wouldn't you? And pigs in a blanket, which was fantastic. And star sighting, we saw Hilary Swank there with her new fiance, and I got to see the ring, and it's not ugly. Gorgeous. It's an emerald. It's a giant emerald.
And yeah, she's awesome. He's a nice guy, too.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Reubens.
Tennis player, Reubens Torres.
Yep.
He was very proud to show off the ring, as was she. It was gorgeous. And I enjoyed the beverages quite a bit at the Polo Club, as we mentioned, and I couldn't stop, just a couple glasses of wine, but I couldn't stop talking about her back in her Oscar dress. Remember her Oscar dress from way back when?
Oh, yeah.
$1 Million Baby?
Were you talking to her about her back?
Yes. I was like, your ring is great, but you're back in that dress that one year. What, I mean, don't you? Like,
I can already like see me bump into some dude, and I'm like, hey, dude, you're back in that suit at the Oscars. Wow.
But don't you guys, whenever you think of her, always think of that dress? Yeah, okay, maybe I'm by myself. Great, never mind.
But she is so nice. Like,
she's so nice.
So outgoing, so nice. There's their back right there.
Thank
there you go.
Yes. Don't you remember that?
And then you know, but she's like $1 Million Baby. Like she is Oscar winner.
She is fantastic.
She is so great, so great. And what I do? I went to two things last night. I went to one. You know, the car show is this week.
Yeah, which you love.
Which I love. I'm a car fanatic, and we are doing Car Week around here, which I'm so excited about. So last night I went to an event for Rolls Royce.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what'd you do there?
I just went and looked at a car. That was it. They have this new black series of like their little sports car, which is fitting today because we have kind of sports cars here.
Yes.
So their Ghost Black series, black badge they call it. Went and checked that out, and then I went to see Kiki Boots last night.
Oh, I've always wanted to see it. How is it?
It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Wayne Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Is now the lead.
Oh, good.
And I bumped into him at lunch right down the street from our studio, and he said, "Michael, I'm in this show. I only have so much time left. Will you come check it out?"
Yeah.
And being that I was in Kiki Boots back in the day, yeah. Well, and I'm talking about the Broadway show. I'm not talking about at home in my own private situation.
He's lying.
There we go.
Oh, is this when you did it?
I'm somewhere there. Right there, yeah.
Like? I mean, what's it like being in front of a Broadway audience like this? First of all, how long did it take to put those boots on?
We had dance, we had all kinds of stuff. How long did it take to put the boots on?
Yeah.
Those boots were custom made. They had a big zipper.
Yes.
But they were actually, I mean, I've never worn them since, but they were comfortable. Oh, I did wear them. I wore them one time. Okay.
So, my friend, how is it like walking in a heel? What do you think?
How is it? Okay.
Walking in a heel.
I don't know how women or do it.
Yes.
I really don't.
Yes.
I think I take my hat off to you to be able to walk around in a heel all day.
What's the hardest part for you?
The hardest part is standing up. It's like you feel like you're a little like a nude horse or deer. You're like, you know, your legs just don't go together. You're trying to stand up, and that was the hardest part about those things. But I gotta say, it was exhilarating to do the show. But I'm glad I didn't see the show before I did the show.
Oh, really? Why?
Because sitting in the audience yesterday, I was like, I'm terrified. If they would have asked me to do that after I saw it, I would have said no way. But Wayne Brady, when I tell you, what a talented, phenomenal. I mean, Billy was great. Billy is amazing and won the Tony that he should have. And Wayne is great as well. But it's just so great to see somebody who can do so many different things. You know them for one thing, but then you totally see them in a totally different light. And it amazed me how great he was.
Yeah, he's so talented.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to you walking in heels again. Imagine doing that in the rain. Imagine doing it
walking in heels in the rain, okay, in the snow.
Now, ladies, I would love someone to yell out, when do you think it's the hardest to wear heels? Because I'll tell you right now when I think it is.
When do you think it's the hardest to wear heels?
Anyone know the hardest? What?
When you're
standing in line is so
here?
good. Stairs, even coming downstairs, I'll be candid, and I know it's happened to all of you. I'm a taller girl. You're a taller guy. Did you try to go potty in those? Getting down when you are so high and you're in heels, I almost like throw myself down sometimes. Am I right? It's hard. How was it,
I
Michael?
didn't try that.
I'll tell you when it's harder when you have ice skates on or skis,
well, you know
snow
what?
boots.
You were doing some things that I'm not even thinking about doing things in.
But it is. It's so hard in heels. People are like,
I keep my skis off when I go to the bed.
well, I don't keep my skis on, but snow boots, you're like, am I supposed to throw myself down?
I put those on for the show, and I put them on here for the show, and they are like put away now. I don't know if they will ever be worn. And and you know, it's not. I don't wake up going, I can't wait to put on those hinky.
So you didn't even have the sensation where you take them off and your toes start cramping when you take them off? That's the ultimate sexy feeling.
I learned a lot though about heels. Like I think one of the hardest things that I understood with women, walking in heels, you always have to be conscious of what you're walking on, because the greats in the city, I walk over the grate with my little flats like it ain't nothing. I'm like, you know, I'm doing it and whipping Nene over the flat. But women, you got to walk on your toes. But I got to say, your calves look amazing, ladies. Look amazing.
I just want to master it like Sarah Jessica Parker. I haven't been able to do that. I mean, that beauty in Sex in the City. And now she says her feet actually have caused her a lot of problems. That's why she designed a shoe line.
Victoria Beckham, she's going to flats now. A lot of women are going to flats to say, hey, I'm tired of my feet hurting. And yeah,
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen some feet.
The one that gets me is the toe that's always crossed over.
Woo! I know my fingers are jacked up, but I've seen some toes that make my fingers look perfect. That's all I'm saying.
Women have to get surgery for this kind of stuff now.
Yeah.
And then I guess, what is that, a bunion on the side, a situation?
That's a whole different nation.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's a life of its own.
But that's what you guys have done to us.
What have we done?
You have said, thank you.
You all there
have
agreeing?
said,
You work here. You're not allowed to agree with anything we say.
No, they were nodding up front as well. It is. It's like men like women in heels. Yes, this is your fault.
Well, I'm going to look straight into the camera. For all you women out there who put on those sexy heels for us men and you suffer for it, that's your own fault. You shouldn't do it.
Can we take them off? All right.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about some things that people do at night during the day. I typically do this at night. Do you know that binge viewing is fast becoming the new national pastime? We've all done it, right? The longest you've ever binge watched?
The longest I've ever binge watched was Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And it was literally like maybe a 10-hour affair.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe more.
So started at what time and finished when?
Well, what time is this show done? 10?
Really?
So literally by 10:30, and then I'm going to bed. They've been long. I'm going to bed like at 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm literally going, okay, that's enough. I can't do one more. Okay, I can do one more.
I know.
And I'm like, I need to take a shower. It's like,
right.
That was bad. It was a bad situation.
Okay, top 5. So you mentioned Breaking Bad. Give us your top 5 that you've done binge watching.
You know what? Breaking Bad. But sometimes I binge watch a movie. Like Rocky start coming on.
And all of them.
Oh, man. And next thing you know, I pity the fool. I mean, I'm like, I'm watching that. Yeah. And then, what another show? Homeland had me binge watching.
Yes, did that one.
Narcos had me binge watching.
Yes.
Twilight?
Twilight, vampires.
That didn't get me.
I've done Homeland. I've done all the Housewives. I just caught up on Atlanta. I needed some Candy situation.
You still watch those Housewives shows?
Absolutely.
You know, I used to watch them. And now I got tired of the fighting, and I'm going to, you can't hate somebody all the time, because then when I see y'all on social media, y'all are best friends when the camera's not rolling. You know, it can't be real.
Absolutely. Vanderpump Rules, don't know if you got, thank you. But you know the worst thing that happens to me after Vanderpump Rules? 2 things, especially after Housewives of New Jersey and Vanderpump Rules. I'll start picking a fight out of nowhere, and literally I've been told, may or may not in my relationship, we are not on the Real Housewives. You cannot fight with me like this. It doesn't have to be a fight all the time. And I'm like, yeah, Joe. And then Vanderpump Rules, then you start thinking everybody is like cheating on everybody, and it's like, wait a second, we do not work at SUR. Like, I need to calm down.
But I'm telling you, those shows, I was like, I'm not going to be influenced by this, because I do think psychologically it becomes normal for you to watch people fight, to be in a fight, like think that those are normal relationships, but those aren't normal relationships. Relationships should, they're never easy, but they should be as smooth as possible. If you have the right person, then they should work for you. They should be smooth.
But I do binge watch those things.
And before we get the rest of the show started, we just want to say, you know, for everybody who's out there in the upper Midwest and anybody who's getting some heavy snow, hang in there. And just be safe. Make sure you stay off the roads. I know Colorado got hit pretty hard. Minnesota, northern Iowa, to central Wisconsin.
Where is this we're looking at?
Oh, man. I can't even see where that is, because the snow is so bad.
Yellowstone Club, Montana? Where is that?
But I know I saw something earlier. We talked about on GMA where in Colorado, the Rockies opened their season in 2 weeks, a home game, and their stadium is swamped over with snow.
Unreal.
So it's just unreal that they got hit with this.
We just moved to Minnesota a couple months ago, as you know, and holler. We need the Minnesota Wild there to keep her going. Let's beat Colorado here. We need some points. But
how do you like that, by the way?
You know what? I'm a Florida girl. We live in California in the off season, and the biggest thing for me is I can't figure out when and where black ice is happening. Like, my boyfriend will say, "Hey, be careful."
Can't see it.
Well, exactly. So he's like, "Hey, babe, be careful. There's black ice." Well, where? And if I'm looking for black ice, shouldn't I be looking for the cars? There's literally been some situations.
Maybe you should just stay off the road.
I'm doing a good job. I will tell you, though, my biggest thing with Minnesota is obviously the temps, a little different from Cali and Florida, and it's a little chilly. And so, you know, I'll be driving along and it's -6, and then I'm supposed to be looking for black ice, but then I look at the thermometer, and then I go all Carrie Underwood. I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. Who drives in -6, -10? Another thing.
You have no choice if you live in Minnesota.
You're not kidding. And one more thing that we do in Minnesota, apparently we have to pay for parking at a meter that's away from your car. So I'll go to a little core power yoga and then sit and wait in line to pay for the stub, and then you got to run back to your car.
So you got to walk over. It's like those pay machines here in New York where you got to walk half a block, and then that one doesn't work, so then you got to walk a half a block the other way to get that one to work.
I love the old state of hockey, but I hate paying for parking when it's -6, -10, and you're like, oh yeah.
But you know what you don't do? Don't put your tongue on like a light pole or something. You're gonna be stuck.
It gets stuck. Like Ralphie.
It gets stuck. And that video we showed, that video was from Colorado.
Yes, okay.
That video's from Colorado.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there, no doubt. And we have a big show today.
We do.
Some great people here. We're big fans of these people who are on the show today.
Childhood fan, big one. Andrew's family, obsessed with one of them coming up.
Yep, but I'm a big Don Cheadle fan, everybody. You gotta be real.
And Andrew's girls were raised on Paul Reubens, Pee Wee Herman. We know everything about it.
Pee Wee Herman. Come on, y'all know y'all.
What's that? Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, we got, and then, you know what, we're going to continue the preview of our New York Auto Show with a look at sports cars today.
You are pumped.
I am pumped up for this.
You are extra cheery for today.
I love a good sports car. Maybe they will, be like Oprah and give everybody a car.
Yeah. Drive any of these in -10 weather looking for black ice.
-10 looking for black ice. Oh, it's very highly unlikely y'all to get in the car. I'm just saying, but just throw it out there. But our dancer is ready. Gelvin said, get ready to see this guy. I can't wait to see him.
Some Pee Wee Herman moves?
Cover up your drink, my lady. It is time for our happy dance travel trivia. You know what? Something that was Jeff Arnett from Morgantown, West Virginia, who is our trivia dancer today, everybody.
Good job.
Jeff, I don't know what you did, but something looked right about that.
He was definitely left leg dominant. There was a definite left leg.
Kind of Elaine from Seinfeldish. Yeah. You're laughing and you're not even his family. Oh, boy. But, hey, great job. We're not done with you yet. We're going to need you in a few minutes. But let's say hello to Dale Tozier from Livonia, Michigan. Hello, Dale. How are you? Hey, Dale, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Well, you look wonderful in this picture with your little puppy.
What's your puppy's name?
China Dog.
Aww.
Oh, China Dog. But China died last year after 15 years.
Oh. Well, we're sorry to hear that.
Me too. I miss her. Isn't she sweet?
She is sweet.
Adorable. That's a wonderful photo. Love it.
Now, what are you up to? What are you doing today, Dale? What's going on in Michigan?
My friend Ray's coming over, and then my sister Mary's coming over later.
How's the weather in Michigan today?
It's raining, but it's not raining. I mean, it's not snowing, thank goodness.
That's good. Yeah. Good.
Well, you know what? We're going to spin the wheel, see if we can send you a place that has no snow or rain. Send you somewhere nice, all right?
Yes. All right, you're playing for the Fairmont Mayakoba Resort Riviera Maya in Mexico. 7 days, 6 nights. It includes... Oh, no, are you still with us? Are you still there, Dale?
Keep going. Let's try.
All right, well, your meal... this would include all meals, a private boat tour. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. Value of $7,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guest, Dale.
All right, we're trying to call Dale back. So we're gonna figure out what happened there. Hey, why don't we just watch you dance? Go ahead.
Oh, I would dance with you, yeah.
But we're gonna call Dale back. Go, we're gonna have you dance. Okay, get your thing in. Why not? We got it back?
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, that was too quick. I was just grooving, man.
All right, Dale, you have 20 seconds and only one guest here to try to get this trip.
Are you ready, Dale?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here you go, my lady. On yesterday's show, what did Erin Andrews say was the breed of her childhood dog? What did Erin say was the breed of her childhood dog?
Oh, shoot. I do not know.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Darn it.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Popular breed. Just take a guess.
It kind of looked like it.
It was a golden retriever.
Oh,
damn.
Bummer. All right. Well, sorry, Deal. But hey, guess what? Now you and a lucky member of our studio audience will each receive a 5-year subscription to Netflix with streaming device valued at more than $500. Please pick a number between 1 and 201.
133.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, my man. Enjoy that Netflix. Everybody stay right there. When we come back, the super talented Don Cheadle will be here with us.
Still ahead on Live, we continue our preview of the New York Auto Show with a look at sports cars. From Pee-wee's Big Holidays, Paul Reubens. Coming up next.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love these.
Right?
Fantastic.
The old boss line.
I love it.
You came out here and Aaron goes, he does not age.
He doesn't.
Yeah, well, come on.
Timeless.
This is a little...
Yeah, but that's hot. I'm into...
You painted that gray in there, man.
I did.
Can we just say something? I love when a guy lets that just happen. I mean,
yeah, I wish I had a choice. I actually...
But who are we fooling with the paint on stuff anymore? Like, knock it out. Are you painting?
No.
Okay,
Don't leave me
good.
alone.
Don't touch that.
Shoot,
Don't touch that. Don't might give away my secret. But you're such a busy dude, man. You are everywhere. But have you had any downtime lately? Kind of enjoy yourself?
Before this, you know, I'm sort of on the press blitz for the movie. But before that, I was in Hawaii. We have a place in Kona on the Big Island, really nice, on the golf course. So.
Oh, you're a golfer?
Yes.
How good of a golfer?
Yeah.
Well, I got it down to 7. Like, so, you know, it's probably going to blow up, though, after this next 6 weeks. I'll probably have a huge handicap. The 7, for those of you who don't golf, that's the handicap that I play to.
Yeah.
And the 7, for those who don't golf, means he's going to give me strokes if we do play together. So that's what that means. And, but I'm bad at this sometimes, but are you good or bad at relaxing when you're on vacation, when you have some time away?
Well, I was actually working on a script while I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I was there with my writing partner who co-wrote this movie with me, so we were actually working on another film. So I guess I'm bad at it. I guess I'm bad at it.
How do you try to relax when you're working on a script? How does that happen?
Well, actually, it kind of helps if you can do it in a proper balance, you know. It helps you to decompress and then come back to the thing fresh. And then, you know, but it's tricky. I always think that I want a lot of time off, and then I have it, and then I end up trying to get some project going.
Same.
And I know you're a family man. You spend a lot of time with your kids, and when they're home, you say last time you were here, one of the times you talked about family game night. Well, have you had any of those lately?
Yeah, we had well, a lot of times we have a poker night because we like to play poker, and we have our friends over, pretty regular crew. But when they have their friends over, they're always playing the dance. You know, what's the name of that game?
The Dance Revolution.
Are you good at it?
Yes.
Don't you think some people have it down and they're not doing it full out, and you get ticked off? Well, sorry, personal
She's
story.
like, go ahead.
Well, how are you good at it? I need help.
I don't know that I am good at it, because you have to see those cues that are coming up, and I'm trying to do what the thing is saying at the time, but you got to look ahead to the next move. And
kids are good at it, though.
Kids are good at it.
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
And it's our auto week around here, man. We're bringing in all these hot cars. And what was Don Cheadle's first car? I can picture you in some pimped out something. What was your first car?
Don Cheadle's first car was a yellow Plymouth Duster.
Did you buy it? Was it a gift? Where'd you get this car from?
My dad, you know, my dad gave it to me. It was his car for a while, and he said, "Go ahead, take that and tear it up." And I did. I tore it up.
Fender bender?
Well, you know, it was, you know, I think everyone has that story where they, you know, get in an accident and they get home and say, "Oh, it was in the parking lot," and somebody I came outside.
So weird.
I don't know what happened. The car was all smashed up.
And the paint wasn't there when I parked it, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a dent.
Yeah, I think I admitted it when I went home last time. I told my dad, you know, we were driving, and I went around a corner. I said, "You know that accident that I said, that it actually happened right here?" He said, "Don, there's a lot of things that happened in your past that you lived through that you don't have to tell me about at all. Don't feel compelled to start opening the books now. You've gotten this far."
Now ain't the time.
Now ain't the time.
Well, you know what, man? We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's going to be the time for us to talk about Don playing music legend Miles Davis and his new movie, Miles Ahead. Can't wait to see this, man. So we'll be right back with Don Cheadle.
You did everything in this film. Everything.
Yeah, that's Miles Ahead. And I know you've been working on this project a long time to play Miles Davis.
Yeah.
You're starring in it. You co-wrote it. You directed it. I mean,
I did craft service.
You looked at yourself. You did craft services.
You were parking cars.
I did costumes.
But tell us about this film. I mean, this is something I can't wait to see.
Yeah, well, this is sort of a, 10-year overnight success story, is, getting it to the screen. In 2006, Miles was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they were talking to his nephew about, is there ever going to be a movie about his life? And he said, yeah, Don Cheadle's going to play him.
And did you know him?
No, I'd never met him. It was news to me.
What was your reaction when you heard that?
Oh, I am?
Really?
But, we started, we got in touch with the family, and, we pitched ideas back and forth, and they were really opening their arms to this story and allowed me to dig in the crates, get the music, and get into his life and make this film.
How did you prep to do this?
The regular way, just research and looking at a lot of footage and reading everything and getting my hands on talking to people. I did. I played. I started playing trumpet, and I still play. I actually sat in with the Roots last night.
Oh, you did?
On Tonight Show, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had some bad notes, but they
Pull that
down.
But did you grow up playing it?
I grew up actually playing sax.
So did that help you with the trumpet?
I think in a way, just being in bands and knowing how to read and being, in the music and being into jazz for my whole life and having the brass section sit behind me and blare into my ears. There's something you kind of pick up by osmosis. But yeah, it's the most fun I ever have in my life is being around musicians and hanging out with musicians and creating music.
What can't you do? Is there something you can't do?
Yes, there's a lot.
I don't think so.
Well, I think you're perfect for this. You're the perfect person to play Miles Davis in the movie Miles Ahead. It's in theaters April 1st and nationwide April 22nd. So don't miss it. Incredible Don Cheadle, everybody.
And coming up next, we have Paul Reubens. Good to meet you. How are you? Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
I just did the dance with Pee Wee Herman. I'm freaking out.
You don't know how many people are so happy you're here. It like brings back and it's such great memories, man.
Yes.
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I can never look at the Alamo the same ever again after Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Like, that's all my family and I say. And the Alamo has a basement. There's a basement in the Alamo. Sorry.
Okay.
Reliving my childhood here.
But it seems like you were born for Hollywood. I mean, it really does. But you were born and raised in Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah.
I was actually born in Peekskill, New York, and lived in Oneonta, New York, till I was in 4th grade. Then we moved to Florida. So as a kid, I was in Oneonta, New York, probably a 4 or 5-year-old, and I would be sitting around going, like, this can't be my real situation. How am I ever going to get to Hollywood and be an actor? I was just a weird little kid. I was obsessed with I Love Lucy and a lot of screen clowns, and I just wanted to do that.
Well, I heard you wrote a letter to Walt Disney at some point, too. Now, how old were you when you wrote?
I was about 4 or 5. I had a little toy typewriter.
Oh, wow.
And I wrote him a letter and sent him a recording. I had a little reel-to-reel tape recorder, and I changed the lyrics to a Haley Mills song that was from The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
And I wrote him and said I was way better than any of the kids he was working with.
Can I ask, did you title it Dear Walt, Dear Mr. Disney? Do you remember?
Probably Mr. Disney, but I don't know if I was that savvy then. I don't know if it even had a salutation on it,
But
did you get a response?
No.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
But we do have a picture of you. We have a high school photo. And you were president of the drama club.
Oh, yeah.
So this was high school. Do you remember what year?
I don't want to say the year.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, what year were you? Like sophomore, junior?
Oh, that's senior. That's my senior portrait. Yeah.
And you were the head of the drama club.
I was the president of the drama club. I didn't get to be in the circus club. I was in the drama club. I grew up, as you said, in Sarasota, Florida was where I was in high school, and that's the Ringling Circus headquarters.
Yeah.
So my high school still to this day is the only one in the world that has a full circus program.
What high school? I'm from Tampa.
You are?
Yes.
Weird. Sarasota High School.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you film Magic Mike in Tampa?
Was that in Tampa?
No.
I didn't know that.
Was that Tampa?
We actually filmed that in Savannah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But it was based out of Tampa, though.
Yeah, he was from Tampa.
Yeah.
That story took place
We're
in
connected.
Tampa.
Tampa's connected, always in my heart.
Yeah.
But
and I just work with Joe.
With Joe was in this movie, which I love Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe is a big fan of yours, and I heard that's how this all happened, that he's in this movie.
Yeah. He's not only in the movie, he's the co-star of the movie.
Right.
The whole movie's about Joe, really.
And he plays himself.
He plays himself, yeah.
And you have to get to his birthday party.
Yes.
But how did you two meet? How did this collaboration happen?
Well, we met at a party, an HBO post-Emmy party, and he just came over to me and said, I'm like a giant fan. And I was like, you are a giant fan. It's like so big. And yeah, I mean, we exchanged numbers, and we went out a couple times to a couple of events and stuff, and I had a couple dinners, and we just became friends.
Besides Joe, is there one person that's shocked you in maybe Hollywood, the celebrity world, that's come up to you and said, huge Pee Wee Herman fan?
Well, my Broadway show just a few years ago, one night, a duo came backstage that was very unlikely. I thought it was Salman Rushdie and Lou Reed came together. And there were lots of that kind of stuff. Nobody in particular. I mean, just the oddest people are Pee Wee fans, I find.
But I tell you, you make somebody, seeing you makes people happy. Pee Wee Herman makes people happy. Yes. Paul Reubens makes people happy. And we're going to look at a clip now. In this clip, the man we were talking about, Joe Manganiello, encourages Pee Wee to go out and try something new. So here's Paul Reubens in Pee Wee's Big Holiday.
Good to see you. What's up, my man? Woo!
This is my category, sports cars.
Today,
so jacked.
The world debut of the Nissan GTR Godzilla.
They call this Godzilla.
They do. This has a hand-built in a special clean room of V6 engine, twin turbo, 565 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. OMG. That's all I can say. It's unbelievable, right?
But the interior is like a video game.
Well, you know what?
Why?
No, people want to drive. Kids want to drive this. So actually, the Gran Turismo video game was derived from the Nissan GTR. Don't get stuck there. I got to show you some American muscle.
And I'm getting in this one.
Come on.
I'm tempted.
Today is all about performance, and you know, a hat tip to Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors, and Mark Royce, who's in charge of product, because the world has never seen it. There it is, the Camaro ZL1 convertible.
This is
ZL1 convertible.
Can I pretend I'm Christy Brinkley from National Lampoon's Vacation right now?
Let me tell you about this. 640 horsepower.
640?
600. 10-speed transmission. Does
it come in a stick shift as well?
Stick or paddle.
Can I take it to Minnesota?
10-speed. This thing has got magnetic ride control, but it's also got Wi-Fi, so you can put the kids in the back, right? Now, here's the deal. This car, the Camaro, starts out at $33,000 in convertible.
How much
but if you want
like
the ZL1, you better double it, right? So if you want all the horsepower, it's about $65,000, $70,000.
I tell you what, for the performance of these two cars and the price, a Outlast car. I mean, their performance better than a car that costs $1 million.
I got to lay down, brother. This is killing me.
Why are you laying down?
Because it's making me faint. This car is so bitchin'.
I guess we could say that on national TV in the morning.
What's happening on this show?
Killing me.
Well, you know what? Hey, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to have more sports cars. But don't stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Hey, EA, come on.
Tomorrow on Live from the series Supergirl, Peter Facinelli.
We're back. You want to pull it? Yeah,
I'll help you.
We are back with more cars with Alan Taylor. We're in the sports cars today. And what do you have for us here, Alan?
Man, I'm sorry. I'm really excited, okay?
You're really excited?
Roll it, baby. Fiat 124 Spider. I like that. So 50 years ago, they introduced the Fiat 124 Spider. A lot of heritage here. This is a sexy little raw sports car, beautiful little roadster. You have, well, watch this. First of all, people are always worried about, am I going to put the top up? Watch this. One hand up, down, no big deal. So you don't have to have a lot of money invested in a great sports car. It's got a sport mode.
Yeah.
It's the Abarth, which is, this is, you know, North American debut of this car. We're talking $27,000 bucks.
Wow.
Right? Beautiful little car.
Fiat's been coming out some great cars. This is hot.
It's
That's
the
really
Abarth
hot.
from Fiat 124. All right, now, what we have here
What do we have here?
is an AMG E43 that is the most technologically intelligent. This car is the most technologically intelligent car in the world.
Why?
By the way, well, it has a suite of safety stuff that will do everything. It is just about autonomous. As a matter of fact, in Nevada, they've got a license to do autonomous testing. The car will drive itself. It'll change lanes. It'll brake. It'll take you where you want to go. Safety. But it's also got, listen to this, four-wheel drive.
Really?
Twin turbo,
Wow.
the bi-turbo.
Perfect for black ice.
Yes.
Yes, 396 horsepower if you want to completely terrorize the road.
Turbo.
Very
Twin turbo.
sexy.
And look at that, it's got a 25-inch screen instead of having speedometer. It's all completely reconfigurable. It is amazing. 12-inch for the driver's
that's hot.
instrument panel and 12-inch, 0.3 inches for the entertainment system.
You can
Amazing.
binge watch in there.
You really can.
You can do everything in here.
This thing, it's Brembo brakes on this and the Fiat, by the way, which means that you have braking horsepower
So
along with the big
sexy.
horsepower of the car.
I got to tell you what, you brought us some incredible cars. I mean, this
Yeah.
is,
Man, I
these are the
fainted
hottest
over
sports
this.
cars you're going to see all year. And you know what? If you want to see more of these cars and more other cars like this, you go to the New York Auto Show tomorrow. Now you're going to take a little trip around the block.
If you'd like to know more about anything